Tahiti is a peaceful island in the Pacific Ocean, but its unique cyclone-shaped wave seems almost designed for creating casualties. With forecasts calling for extraordinary surf on the famed big wave spot Teahupoo, they placed the Billabong Pro Tahiti contest on hold. Most of the big wave riders in the world descended on the island to be in the water despite a Code Red called by the Tahitian Coast Guard, which is meant to keep everyone on shore. This is the story of Code Red. Big wave riders took off from every corner of the planet, Tahiti the destination, and everyone on the island, including the ASP World Tour surfers, waited in anticipation of the potentially biggest swell in history.
Right in the middle of our contest window is the biggest swell predicted ever, from what I heard. Manoa told me it was like biggest he's seen on the chart, which is crazy. Like, he was wondering if it would even hold it, like the reef would handle it. But I don't know. It's the thought of that is just terrifying. It's pretty exciting. I look forward to spectating. That's about it.
Up to 20 feet is being predicted in the swell charts.
The forecasters had an air of slight unreality about it, you know. People sort of, I guess, it's crossing their minds every now and then, oh wow, it might actually be 10 foot, it might actually be 12 foot. But for the most part, you know, you sort of exist in the moment. You know, it's very much a surfer's way of being, isn't it?
You never know, it's Mother Nature. We just, when you come to Teahupoo, I think you just prepare for it to be big. And if we get it big, I think guys like myself and Corey, we want it bigger.
We are expecting one of the biggest swell, you know, reaching Teahupoo. So everybody is exciting, and we hope that we're gonna have good weather for that day, so we can have massive surf with the best surfer of the world.
I'm looking forward to this event. I mean, there's definitely a lot of hype around it with the big swell coming. Everyone in the world knows the swell's coming, and I'm just looking forward to watching guys I've never seen surf big chopes. You know, Owen Wright, Jetson Andre. You know, guys that we have no idea what they're gonna do. I'm kind of psyched on that. Like,
I think the world doesn't know what any of some of those guys are gonna do.
This event's sizing up to be one of the all-time Tahitis if the weather comes good. I think.
You know, it throws out wide as it is high, and yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I would definitely contemplate getting a couple of toes, but from what I heard, it might even be too big for towing, so that kind of scares the shit out of me.
Try to block all the butterflies and that out. Are they going to come soon?
I just get scared for guys because they're going to start pushing limits that are beyond what's humanly possible.
Teahupoo remains eerily quiet, but under the water's surface, razor-sharp shallow reefs extend from the beach and then dramatically drop off to a depth of 300 feet. When a massive swell hits this reef wall, it creates a tubular wave so powerful that it has been called a freak of hydrodynamics, just like what they've been waiting for. The next morning is the day of days. Will it meet up to their expectations?
Big swells, but we go out, this is what we do.
The roaring monstrous swell has arrived, but the Tahitian Coast Guard called a Code Red, not allowing anyone to surf the giant wave. Most of the jet skis were not allowed to go out, and it was hard to find a boat. Nobody even knew if it was worth it.
It was just all this pressure from the police and the authorities and the government. They didn't want to see someone get hurt. And then we kept running down, and we needed to get out there, and they wouldn't let us take the skis. So it was a bit of a fiasco, but we got out there eventually.
How big was it? You know, was it towable, or was it still kind of like, you know, 12 foot? So I ran down, and almost the first thing I saw was like a 20-foot set come through. Just exploding.
chats with the first surfers who snuck out during the Code Red received mammoth waves which transformed into thick-walled caverns which in turn collapsed with enough force to send shockwaves running through the still water of a nearby channel.
Yeah, really gnarly, almost unmakeable. A few crazy guys are pulling in some huge closeouts.
5 or 6 sets that came through and no one actually even made a wave. So you look at that and you go, you know, someone's going to die. It's just a matter of time.
The most water I've ever seen here. There hasn't been a proper set on the reef, but there's like 12-foot double ups on the outside ledge. We just saw a 15-footer like triple up, so I think this swell's gonna get really big later, high tide.
We heard that someone broke their leg and we were like, oh no, we're not gonna get the ski out now. Everyone was just watching and no one was surfing and we didn't know Ramona shut down and probably watched like about 3 waves of lorry and we just went, let's go, let's do it.
Dylan and Lori were the first tow team who really defeated the gigantic monster, going deep into the maw of the wave and coming out, giving others the courage to try it again after Tahitian legend Raimana's accident stopped towing for a while. Will they all master this nightmare wave? To be continued on Rebel TV.